Hi, this is Empowering Women Everywhere, and I am your host, Nan Gill. And today our guest is Louise Luck, and she is a mitigation specialist and sentencing advocate, and she's here to tell you all about what that means. Louise?
Thank you, Nan. A mitigation specialist is an individual that works on the penalty phase of a capital death penalty case. As a part of the job as a mitigation specialist, you're involved in putting together the comprehensive social history that's used at the penalty. It's the government's prerogative when they are moving ahead with the death penalty to explain what their aggravators are. The mitigation specialist's job is to find what the mitigators are. And I find this by doing numerous family interviews of friends, neighbors, teachers, psychologists, and visiting our client numerous times. Either they're in capital cases, they're in prison, and I visit them numerous times in prison, and I reach out and I collect every bit of written material there is on them. The case, maybe I should explain this, has two trials. Okay. The first one is guilt and innocence. And the jury has to determine, was the person guilty of murder in the first degree or a lesser count? If they're guilty of a lesser count, then they don't go on to penalty.
Right.
If they were convicted of murder in the third degree, the judge has a probation officer do a probation report, they look at the information, and the judge will sentence. But in the case of, on a capital case, if it's the jury finds that they're guilty of murder in the first degree at the first trial, then that same jury of 12 people has to hear the penalty phase, and they cannot take into consideration the murder itself anymore,
Right.
because they've already convicted the person of that.
Right.
They have to take into consideration the aggravating circumstances.